Hey guys and girls, it's Blackjack with 396 Guitars. We have a fun project on the bench today. This is from the same customer as the G&L bass guitar. He found this, again, through some online garage sale. It's a first act 6-string guitar. It has no strings, a broken pickup selector. But the neat thing about this is, I'm going to show you now. Get us the camera lottery get going here again. This is a Volkswagen Wolfsburg edition. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but all the knobs have the VW logo in them. And the neck inlay has a VW logo. And the neck plate has a VW logo. And the serial number for this guitar is actually a serial number which is the VIN number of the car that it came with. So somebody bought a Wolfsburg edition, I think they were Rabbits. The VIN tells me it was a 2007, so it's not an old guitar. At first when I saw it, I go, oh boy, wow, is this something from... No, it's not. It's relatively recent. Guitar looks brand new. It's got a tune-o-matic type bridge on it like a Gibson would. It is a body through string configuration, so the strings come through the body, go over the tailpiece, and then find their home in the saddles and on to the rest. So I can't take any initial measurements on it. The only thing that I noticed right off the bat is it's got a broken pickup selector, and the guy, when he gave it to me, he said, well, some of these knobs aren't working. Well, they probably won't, because this is a pickup selector to choose one or the other, either the neck or the bridge pickup or both, and depending on the way this is wired and the way these other toggles work, they would have to be in a particular position. So we're going to pull that off. Of course, I'm going to knock that off right away and make sure that we're, you know, this is first act is not a high-end guitar by any means. We know this to be self-evident. They're pretty much entry-level guitars. Although I got to tell you, the build quality on this one looks pretty nice. So you know my mantra: he wants it to play, I'm going to make it play as well as it can possibly play. I'm sure it won't be a huge issue unless this truss rod doesn't work, and that's what we're going to check right now. Where am I in this? There we go. What do we see in there? Assume it's metric. It looks to be a 4 if I'm going to get this correctly. Yep. Ooh, I can hear that the neck is doing its thing. Didn't like that. Oh yeah, it's definitely moving. Let's see what we're at. Well, we got a little bit of a banana this way and straight this way, so why would that be? Yeah, that could be trouble later on, but it seems to be working. I got it in kind of a straight condition, but we're going to probably string it relatively quickly. So, but I do have it set in a straight condition. I haven't checked fret level yet. I mean, I'll get to that. The fret ends are a little sharp. It would never pass the stocking test. But I'm not going to, for this guitar, I'm not going to sit here and clean up all the frets on it. This is an entry-level player. If I find one that's really bad, I'll fix it up. Basically, it's going to be a restring and fix this, but we're going to check the electronics, even though he tells me it's not working right, and something he said wasn't working right. So that's must be a mute button. That's a tone. I don't know what this is. Don't know. Other than being a mute button, I don't know. And I don't know what that button's doing. This is definitely a tone. guess that this is in the middle position because both pickups are working. That's a tone. This is probably a master volume. Oh, yeah, it's all wonky. Okay, so I'm probably twisting wires in there. That must have been what he was talking about. So we have a wonky volume knob. Mute button works. This button does nothing. The tone is working. These buttons, I can't tell that are doing anything at all. So first thing, I'm going to pull this off, see how much a switch is going to be. And then we got to get that cavity open and look in there and find out what happened with that. Well, entry-level guitar. Expect much else, I guess. I'm going to have to get a different. These are different screws, and I don't have another bin right here. The other one I'm using with the Paul Stanley guitar. I'm going to pause and go get another bin. Okay, I went and got a little bin. You know me, I like to keep all my stuff in a thing when I'm taking something apart. And right now, the shop is busy. I have a lot of guitars in various stages of repair, cleanup, restoration, in queue to sell, hopefully find buyers and new homes for some of them. So I'm moving along at a, what in the wide world of sports is going on here? Well, we got some kind of a wonky ass selector switch here that does not look like a regular run-of-the-mill, and it's loose and wobbly. That could be why the knob ended up breaking off. It's got tape on it. I don't know why it would have tape. And Phillips head screws holding it together. Oh yeah, she's a cheapie. So it's only a three-way selector, but boy, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, and then they all go to that one. So I think just a regular three-way selector will work in there. A regular run-of-the-mill Gibson style is what I would put in there to replace it. I'll try to find one that looks just like this, but I don't trust it. Might just unscrew, come apart, and put the other stuff in so I don't have to solder. I really don't want to get doing too much awful work on there. They got good wiring in it. I mean, for a cheap entry-level guitar, they got some good stuff in there. And the guitar looks nice. So, next on the hit parade. How bad is this little number going to be? Don't need it plugged in anymore. I know both of the pickups work. I just know we have selector problems. And or knob problems, pots, potentiometers. Alright, survey says come on there. Once you open this up, you know you're in big trouble. Oh yeah, there's a huge friggin' circuit board in there. That knob is completely schwanced, and it's part of a circuit board. That is going to be a heartache, because you can't just take the pot out like on a Fender or a Gibson and change it. Leave it to the Germans, the Volkswagen folks, to over-engineer something. Now, is it just that it came loose up here, or did it actually come apart from the pot? I'm going to say it actually came apart from the pot. It busted right out of the pot. Wow. And you can't just take it out of there. Oh. These come out. Well, there's a nut there, so maybe that nut is all it is the problem. Alright. Sorry about the top of my head, folks. I'm going to pause for a moment. I might be able to get this off, and it might just be a loose nut.